No elections this year. Bascom cybercrime trial continues. Man murdered over stolen cheese. And oil production doubled this year. I am Rico Bulford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. After close to 2 months of deliberations for the long-overdue local government elections, GCOM is yet to finalize its plan. On Tuesday, the Elections Commission rejected Chief Elections Officer Vishnu Prasad's work plan, telling him to revise it for a 5th time. In his most recent plan, Prasad proposed that the local government elections be held on February the 13th, 2023. But the commission has asked him to produce a more realistic timeline, as they are concerned that the internal timelines may result in issues that will eventually delay the elections process further. The chief elections officer is expected to present his revised plan with a later date in February next Tuesday. The further delay now means that the Minister of Local Government will now be required to seek an additional extension from the National Assembly. So, no elections this year. During his virtual address to the Science Summit of the United Nations General Assembly, the president said that the government is formulating a strategy which includes the increased use of technology to make agriculture fashionable for women and the youth of Guyana. He said the goal is to make agriculture so attractive that young people would prefer to be in the farms instead of in the office. He noted, however, that there still needs to be entrepreneurial and technological developments to drive the process forward. Developments the government is currently seeking to widen. Canoe agents arrested 30-year-old Suraj Singh and 50-year-old Maurice Van Slootman on Tuesday after officers busted the men on the Manasarabisi Canal in quarantine Berbice in a speedboat with more than 270 pounds of marijuana and a loaded shotgun. Canoe said the operation formed part of its efforts to reduce the flow of cannabis being trafficked out of the Berbice River District into neighboring Suriname. Quick action from the Guyana Fire Service averted disaster at the Essequibo Technical Institute. On Monday, the fire service was summoned after a control panel started sparking, and on Tuesday evening, the Guyana Fire Service said they suspect a breakdown in the insulation may have been the cause of the small fire. This is just the most recent in a series of electrical fires in public buildings across the nation. On a related note, one car owner in Berbice is now counting his losses after a fire completely destroyed his car. Early this morning, a car parked along the access road leading into the Blackbush polder was burned beyond recognition after it burst into flames. According to the fire service, the cause of the fire was a faulty electrical wire, which then sparked and ignited flammable vapors. Police legal advisor Mandel Moore was given an additional 24 hours to produce a video of the August 17, 2022 press conference in which Acting Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken and Crime Chief Wendell Blanham refuted Bascom's claims. Moore was previously ordered by the magistrate to produce the video evidence on Wednesday for disclosure. However, Moore showed up in court without the video, which is being used as evidence in the cybercrime charge against Bascom. The case will continue tomorrow. Your home is your most valuable asset. So before you sign on the dotted line, call VJS Home Inspections. They are a licensed and insured home inspection company with professionals operating in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, and Westchester County. From electrical and plumbing issues to a leaky roof. If there's a fault in the house, VJS will find it using the latest industry technology, including infrared scanners, HD drones, and more. So if you're buying or selling a home in New York, make the smart choice. Call VJS Home Inspections at 914-513-9356 and tell them Rico sent you. It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. 31-year-old Simon Peters was found dead in a trench at Garden of Eden, Backdam, last Thursday afternoon, several hours after leaving with his friend for a bird hunting trip. However, his family is calling for authorities to widen the investigation as they believe he might have been murdered, and they believe that his friend's story does not add up. Nevertheless, the friend is not currently in police custody. 45-year-old Hawat Green died on Monday night after a truck knocked him off his electric bike and drove over his head along Mandela Avenue in Georgetown. According to the police, he was riding in the bike lane when a truck going the same way rear-ended him. The truck driver is currently in police custody. Today, a jury found 26-year-old Rayon Carter not guilty of the 2018 murder of machine operator Ishwa Ramnana during a robbery. Carter was first tried for the offense in March of 2021. However, the jury was unable to arrive at a verdict. This time, they voted unanimously that Carter was not guilty of the crime. Guyanese fugitive Medellin Orlando Evans was stabbed to death in Suriname on Saturday evening after he was involved in an argument with a man who reportedly owed him money. Evans and his 28-year-old brother, Carlos Evans, have been on the run since March of 2020, when the Guyana Police Force issued a wanted bulletin for the brothers in connection with the murder of Rossignol businessman Tony Bisnorth. Also in Suriname, a Guyanese man, whose name Surinamese authorities have yet to release, died last week Thursday after he was tied up and savagely beaten by a Chinese shop owner and two of his employees at the Weg Na Matarate in Suriname. According to reports, this senseless killing occurred after the 32-year-old shop owner caught the man stealing a packet of cheese and storing it in his motorcycle. The businessman is currently in police custody, whilst the two employees are on the run. Now for today's oil update. While Guyana's oil sector grew by 56.9% in 2021, the IMF projects this percentage growth to double to 116.1% this year. In 2023, the growth rate is expected to be 36.8%, then 28.3% in 2024. In 2025, Guyana's oil sector is expected to expand by 36.5%, then a further 31.1% in 2026. Also, according to the IMF, Guyana is projected to produce 93.4 million barrels of oil by the end of this year, and by 2025, production should reach over 207 million barrels per year. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's Car of the Week. Currently on sale is this 2016 Toyota Crown Athlete. It comes with Bluetooth, mug rims, no tires, TV, CD, stereo, fog lamps, back camera, and much, much more. Buy cash for $9.95 million, or pay as low as $1.99 million down with around $170,000 monthly for 5 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info. Visit the showrooms at Lot 171, Bidoroshi, Queenstown, Lot 2, Lama Street, and other Nurika Century for this sweet deal. Are you a truck owner? Pay close attention. Avoid lengthy downtime when your truck broke down. Get high-quality DAF, International, Freightliner, Bedford TM, or Scamo truck parts at the lowest prices at Powered Automotive. Visit them at Lot 1161 EE Eccles, or call them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Now for our Uncut News Views Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. Last night, I asked, how do you think sports could be used to build a better Guyana and encourage more unity? Scorpio Kid says, sports in general forges cooperation. When we play together, we're united to achieve one common goal, to win. In that moment, we don't see color, race, or anything else for that matter. Those responsible should pay more attention to that fact and try to see how it can be used to benefit all of our people. Willow Darrow says, honestly, Noriko, I don't know how sports can or will benefit Guyana or Guyanese except for money being made by some. Aha! In general, working as a team will make you successful. Teach you leadership skills, and defeat will show you what you need to be improving on to be successful. In our Guyana, it is very difficult to be a team player, as most of us are all about me and I. Indeed, that's a sad but salient point. And finally, Cheryl Andrews says, sports can build a better Guyana because it opens doors for those who really want to excel in it. And if they really start paying attention to community playgrounds and keep them clean and in order, so maybe the youth could play a little cricket or football now and then, socialize with each other, build relationships, and just have fun. Because in my days, we go right in the streets and play, break somebody's window, put my parents' problem, all because there's nowhere to play, and I feel that that should be the priority, especially on summer holidays. Indeed, that is actually why there is a spike in crime after school and during the summer, because the children have nothing else better to do. Just give them something to do and there'll be less crime. So, before we get to tonight's question, you can multiply your cash by selling digital top-up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra money at your business or to supplement your current hustle. Become a top offender quick and easy by linking with Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. Now for tonight's question. How do you feel about local government elections being delayed yet again? Do you think it's a return to those 2 decades without a vote? Or will they figure it out this time? Or will it be something else? I just really want to hear from you all on this. So, think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Enrico Bulford saying good night, folks.